What is going on, rockers? My name is RockingWithEmber, and today we are doing part one. And today is part one of my Silly Songs with Larry rankings. I'm going to be doing 6 parts and setting up a playlist for you once we upload all 6 episodes. Personally, I am a huge fan of this silly song. Like, there's not much for me to explain in this scenario. It's just that amazing. Like, I'll actually leave links to the songs in the description, and to each songs that I rank per episode in the description, and for you guys to hear them, so that way you'll know why so that way it'll confirm why I put them in the rankings that I have personally selected. Let's go ahead and place this one in A tier. It's just that good. Our curtain opens as Larry, having just finished his morning bath, is searching for his hairbrush. Having no success, Larry cries out, wondering where his hairbrush has gone. Having heard his cries, Paul Grape enters the scene. Shocked and slightly embarrassed at the sight of Larry in a towel, Paul regains his composure and reports he saw a hairbrush back there. Which, of course, Larry joyfully proclaims. But having heard his joyous proclamation, Junior Asparagus enters the scene. Shocked and slightly embarrassed at the sight of Larry in a towel, Junior regains his composure and comments he has no hair. Larry is taken aback. The thought had never occurred to him. No hair? What would this mean? What will become of him? What will become of his hairbrush? Larry wonders. Is that know about having no hair for a hairbrush? Having heard his wanderings, Bob the Tomato enters the scene. Shocked and slightly embarrassed at the sight of Larry in a towel, Bob regains his composure and confesses he gave it to a peach who has hair. Feeling a deep sense of loss, Larry stumbles back and laments the loss of his hairbrush. Having heard his lament, the peach enters the scene. Himself in a towel, both Larry and the peach are shocked and slightly embarrassed at the sight of each other. But recognizing Larry's generosity, the peach is thankful. Now good has been done here. The peach exits the scene. Larry smiles, but still feeling an emotional attachment for the hairbrush, calls out to the peach to take care of the hairbrush. I personally think that this silly song is super funny, if not amazing. Larry performs a ballad called The Dance of the Cucumber, or in Spanish with Bob the Tomato in translation. Like, I personally thought that was pretty hilarious. No two ways about it, though. It actually was pretty funny. And I personally think that something like that should be admired by people around the world. You gotta admit, that's pretty hilarious. Like, it's just so much so. I'm actually thinking that we should put this one in A tier. It's that good. This silly song, I feel like, is just very hilarious. Yes, considering it makes a therapy session look kind of silly from Larry's perspective. Like, it's a lip, it's a lip, it's a lip, 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 it's a lip, it's a lip, it's a lip, 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 it's a lip, it's a lip, it's a lip, 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 lips, lip, lip, lip. Final answer is B tier. Larry anxiously waits for Santa Claus with a plate of cookies on Christmas Eve, but is instead met by a bank robber, a Viking, an agent from a certain revenue service, which I will not say. Hey, and then Santa. It was that it was just what? Okay, I guess. Final answer for this one is C tier. Like, obviously, the Pirates Who Don't Do Anything have been quite iconic since 1997, which is when they made their debut, and I personally respect that. But considering I actually like the song, it's just that amazing. Personally, it's like, that's right, nothing, zilch, noodle. I mean, nada. Let's see. A tier. Personally, this silly song did not really stand out too much. Like, I can't exactly fool around with this one. It's just not that good. Because I'm like, I do not really enjoy this one. It's like, what the heck is this? I'm not even sure I would even enjoy this one. And like, who the heck would want to watch this? This silly song. Like, it was a disaster, or with the outcome. Considering considering that, it actually bit hard a while later, which we'll discuss about that silly song in part 2, about other silly songs from the other two silly songs from the 1990s. He's in part 2, which I personally believe did not really please too well. Let's place this one in C tier.